somebody said, one of you guys said in one of my videos, you'd like to see a fret job video from start to finish, you said. I don't remember who you was, but one of you said that. Now, I've got a lot of those already, and I'm not going to go through every single step and show you everything. The video would be a week long. But I will go through, explain each thing I'm doing. I think I've got everything I need out here. This guitar, I just got through measuring the radius. It's a 16. 16, man. I got a 16 radius block there. I don't know if you can see that. There, maybe it's better. Anyways, I didn't think, would have never dreamed it had a 16 radius block in it. Anyways, I'm going to use these are diamond grit files, and it's like a sharpening stone, actually, is all it is. I have coarse, medium, and fine, and this is the fine. I'm going to try to start with it. And what I did here, I've already colored the frets blue. I made a saddle, by the way. It's in there. I think maybe you can see it. Fits so tight. Look at that. You can pick the entire guitar up, and it's a heavy guitar. The saddle fits so good you can lift it. I mean, that's a good fit. But you can get it out easy. Of course, I got to lower it. It's way high right now. Anyways, that's done. I didn't do it on video because I did the nut and figured that was probably enough, boring you enough. So anyways, I'll bring the camera over here. Like I said, I already colored the frets blue. I'll bring the camera over here and we'll go to work. Hold on. So I got the frets painted blue. Any other color won't work. It's got to be blue. And I'm just going to use this file. And I'm not going to push. If I push down on that thing, it's going to put relief into the neck, and we don't want that. But you don't need to push down with these files. I'm just going to start back here, and you can hear them digging in, I'm sure. Just lightly run it over the frets, all of them, a few times, and see what's being removed and what's left behind. With that blue on there, I can tell exactly everywhere the file touches. And we want these frets completely flat. Like I say, you can see I'm not pushing down on the file. I'm just, maybe a little bit, but hopefully this fine file will be all we need. We'll have to revert to the medium or coarse one. Alright, let me get the camera and bring you over here and show you what I'm talking about. It's not even hardly touching those last two frets. It's missing a little here and here and here on those, and the end of that one. But you see what I'm talking about. You can see everywhere the file is touching. Now what we want is that file to touch every fret, completely across every fret. It's hitting them pretty good, some of them. That one it hit fairly good. That one it hit very good. Really good in most of them. But we want that file to touch the entire fret completely across every one until they are flat. Colored them all blue a couple more times and went over. Yeah, that one's just, it's touching in the center, but just barely. And we have flat frets now, completely flat. Colored all the frets blue again. And I have this 16 radius board out here. That's, what is that? I think that's, I can't remember what grit paper it is. It's pretty rough though, very rough. I've got it glued on there and I can't remember what it is. It's from another job I was doing. But anyways, I just want to start down here with this. And there again, I'm not shoving down on it much. You can hear that. You can tell that's the rough grit paper. You can just hear it. And already I see I'm sanding from both sides of the frets, and the center of each, all the way up the center of the neck, I've got blue in the middle of every fret. Got to do this until that blue is gone. Lots of fun, eh? Sure, man. Very long, very slow, painstaking process. Woo! Man, that is a rough rough sandpaper. Now, I've said this before in a lot of videos, but I'm going to say it again because a lot of new subscribers probably didn't see those videos. If you get these are diamond crown files. They're very expensive. If you get them from stewmac, they make a narrow, they make a medium, and they make a wide, or they used to. I'd say they still do, okay? You would think medium would be for guitars, regular frets, medium, right? Well, you're wrong. Narrow is what this guitar takes, and 9 guitars out of 10 will take narrow, unless it's got jumbo frets, then it'll take the medium. The wide, probably I'd say for bass, you'd want a wide one, a medium to wide. But that's a big misrepresentation of these files. You know, if you're just doing average guitars with regular frets, you want the narrow one, even if the frets, you know, are very small or look bigger like these are. So just a heads up on that, because like I say, I ordered the medium when I ordered these, thinking, you know, that's what I would need for most guitars. Well, I was wrong, man. The medium covers the entire fret, and you can even dig into the fretboard because they're so wide. So I kept it because I knew I'd use it, and ordered the narrow one. And it works on every guitar I've tried it on, you know, unless it's got jumbo frets or some crap. It's got 150 grit right here, okay? Then you pop that out, turn it over, and now I've got 300 grit right there. We're doing the 150 right now. Make sure I'm on 150. Yes, I am. And these files make very quick work, man. I mean, if you're going to do frets, the best advice I can tell you is to get diamond grit files, and you won't be there very long doing it. I mean, compared to, you know, old fret files. That fret's done that fast. I colored all the frets blue. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not. Now what I'm doing is just filing down until I can see a very minute strip across the top of every fret. That way we know we maintain our flatness. And a little tiny flat spot on top of the fret will last a lot longer than a sharp fret that's very sharp on top, because there's more material making contact with the string. See how quick that is? Still going to take a very long time because I got to do every fret, and then I got to swap this over like I showed you and do the 300 grit. And then we've got to go through a whole bunch of steps of sandpaper polishing. So I'll bring you back when I get in this last round with this file. Pour them all blue again. Like I said, no other color will work. It's got to be blue. Now you can use whatever color you like. I like blue because I can see blue. Red shows up pretty good. Sometimes I use that. So this is another very time-consuming process. I've got 800 grit, 1000 grit, 1200 grit, 1500 grit, 2000 grit of sandpapers here, and I'll go start, I guess, at the beginning. Be a good place. Polish every fret. You can hear the sandpaper when it bites in when you first start, and then as you do it, you can hear it and you can feel it get smoother. And you know to move on to the next fret when you feel that. Yeah, you can't see a very good shot there, but anyways, that's what's going on at the house. It never sleeps. Welcome to it. Very long, slow. Oh yeah, the fret material is very soft in this guitar, man. Really, really soft. About the softest I believe I have ever seen. I was shocked to learn that. Very soft fret wire. I noticed when I was cutting the frets that it really seemed to, you know, cut really easy. So it should polish up really easy too. Still won't take a long time, but What you gonna do? Who you gonna call? Anyways, I gotta go all the way down the fretboard. I'm probably gonna have to get another piece of this. But with each one of those, this is like I said, 800, 1,000, 12, 15, and 2,000 down with each one of those grits. And then we'll put the old semi-chrome polish to it. All done. You are going to get your hands dirty. So, just be aware of that if you do this. Man, these frets are really soft in this guitar. What's up with that? It makes the fret dressing job a lot easier. Still very time consuming, but it can't be helped. That's what makes it fun, right?
Woo! Poopity pop. Woo! We're gonna get the shit now. Oh. Do the poopity pop.
I know a lot of luthiers in my area here where I live, in this state. You pay them for a fret job and you get your guitar back and the frets are very rough when you bend the string. Extremely rough, man. And they'll tell you, if you complain or bitch about it, they will tell you, I'll play it, bend the strings, it'll wear off soon enough. Can you believe that, man? I should tell you their name, but I'm not going to. I don't want to get any luthier wars started. No, I'm not saying all luthiers do that, but I am saying there's some here that do it, and they tell you that. They tell you, just play it, it'll wear slick. Well, bullshit, no, man. I paid for a fret job. I want a fret job. I have heard of a lot of guys getting mad because they bend the string and it was just like bending on sandpaper. The fret was so rough it wasn't polished out. And I don't blame them. I'd get mad too. You pay for a fret job, you don't want to have to wear the frets into condition. When you get that guitar back, you want those frets comfortable and smooth. You shouldn't have to wear it out. It's ridiculous, man. And now it is, I don't know how many hours later it is, to be honest. You guys know about this stuff. Semi-chrome miracle salve. This stuff's good for everything, man. Anything. I mean, you can use it. It works miraculous wonders. I always use it to do the final touch on frets with it. I've got enough on here to do several frets. It's okay if you get this on the fretboard, it won't hurt it. I got way more out than what I needed there. Good Lord. Semi-chrome polish. What is that? 9th fret down to the 10th. And just start rubbing it in. Like to rub on both sides of the fret, like so. Check that out, man. It's just one fret, really. Actually, what I'm going to do is just go over all of them like this, and I'll go over them all again. You see what I mean about rubbing on both sides of the fret? Like you want to hit the center of the fret, like so, top, center, and come back on the back side, and roll around to the front side as you do this. Check that out, man. Stuff is incredible, I'm telling you. We'll put some linseed oil on this board. Man, this guitar was dry when it arrived here. The whole body, everything was very, very, very dry. I humidified it. That took a couple of weeks, more than that I think, just getting the humidity level, moisture content in the wood up to a level of 45 to 55%. And it's a very heavy guitar. Since I did that, the first thing I noticed was it got extremely heavy, man. We'll just get a clean part of the rag and go over every one of these a couple more times. Yeah, they're looking like frets now. Oh, yeah, man. Yes, sir. I might even put this stuff on all the frets again. Just do them all. Another coat of it. I don't know. We'll see. See what they look like. Lord have mercy, what pretty frets. Now you're going to see a lot of reflection in these, but there's no scratches or dents in them. There's dust on there, and the dust is even reflecting. I don't know if I can get you a very good shot of them or not, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe you can see that, maybe not. It just reflects so bad it's hard to look at. Right now I need to put some linseed oil on that board. It's dry again. It's not dry as it was, but it needs to be coated good, so hold on for that. Alright, linseed oil. Get a little soaked up here. It's probably good to start. And we just want to rub it. I like to rub it across the grain, okay? That kind of forces it down into the grain. And it just gets in there better. If you rub it along with the grain, you're kind of rubbing it out as you go, you know. So I just like rubbing it across the grain better. It seems like it gets down in there good. You want to go better. It feels the grain better. You want to go all the way up to each fret too. You don't want to miss any places anywhere on that board. Go all the way up to the frets as much as possible. I love the smell of this stuff, man. Love the looks of it too. Once it put it on and leave it a few minutes and wipe it off. Now what I do, this is no set rule, but it works for me, is put it on and give the guitar 3 to 5 minutes and rub it off. When you rub it off, rub it across the grain again. Once again, you always go across the grain. I have better results doing that myself. And like I say, get up to each fret as close as you can get. If you get a little bit of this on your finish, it won't hurt it. Just get it off before it dries. I learned that a long time ago. Might as well pop that saddle out and do the bridge as well. Like I said, I'm going to leave that 3 to 5 minutes. And get the lid on this shit before I spill it, man. That'd be a disaster. 3 to 5 minutes, let it set, and come back with a dry paper towel and wipe it across the grain, you know, same way you put it on, and your fretboard will be sealed from all the nasty environments. Hold on. I don't know how many hours later it's been, but finally we got new frets. It's been several hours later. I don't know how long this video's getting to be, how long it's getting to be, but maybe you can see them better under this light. Maybe not. But boy, those are some sweet frets, man. Check that out. The fretboard looks awesome. I'm a little bit worried about that 12th fret being inset toward the sound hole like that. That's not supposed to be like that. The slot of the 12th fret should be right there, even with that body joint right there. And you can see it's not. I think you can see that. I don't know if you can see it or not. And there's the saddle. I let it stick up really high for now. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm going to, for the next couple of days, I got a wet cloth here in a bowl. I'm just going to set that way back into the guitar. Cover up the sound hole with a plastic, anything that won't absorb moisture. Oh wait. Got a new humidity gauge here. It's got the temperature on the bottom and the humidity on the top. It's 70% humidity in here right now and 70 degrees. Funny how numbers work, isn't it? I'm going to set that in there with that. Cover the hole up and leave that for a couple of days. Come back and check it. Here's what my old one looks like. Made by Taylor, not the guitar company. You would think it was by having Taylor on it, but it's not. It's just so happened to be that. So there you have it, folks. I hope this video helped someone of you. You're down there again like that. Don't want to do your own frets? That's the way I do mine, and they come out like this. And when you bend the string, it's just like sliding over glass, man. Never had any complaints. I know a lot of guys that do, though. There are those guys that tell you to wear it down. That's bullshit, man. Any way you cut it. What do we do next? Probably put the tuning machines on next. And shit, we're going to be ready to string this thing up, man. Glue the nut. I don't want to glue the nut in yet until I put the strings on it and kind of see where the nut action is. Set the neck relief and all that jazz. But we're getting very close now to putting strings on this puppy. Probably we'll put the tuners on it next. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll string it up the same day. Who knows? Thanks for watching. Cheers. Hope to see you there.
The poopy pop.